Hi and welcome to Filmy Talk. Passion is possibly the moral element of any successful venture. Today we have with us a very passionate filmmaker. His movie is the talk of the town, it's making waves. We have with us the director of Escape from Uganda, Rajesh Nair. Welcome.
Hi Mila, thank you all.
Let me begin with the most obvious question.
Yes.
Why Uganda?
I think I've answered more than 1,000 times the same question so far.
But I'm sure we would love to listen to you all over again.
No, see, why Uganda? See, different people are talking different, versions of the same thing, because even we have talked in many places the same thing. But actually, why Uganda? My answer to why Uganda is because I wanted a place which is quite, not normal kind of. And some place where it is very difficult to reach kind of, and some place where people have a notorious background in mind. And you talk to anybody, starting from the kids up to the Malayalis always had Uganda as like Uganda, it's kind of a talk was always there. And I happened to be in Uganda for a long time, during my last portion of my corporate career. So gelling both well. We decided to go for Escape from Uganda as a movie because my subject was a family who is getting stuck in a place where they cannot access for any external helps. Okay. So that really suit well with this particular environment, and I decided to go for. That's the exact version of it.
Okay, but could it have been set in a different place?
Yeah, the next place I would have been like Sudan. We can go for South Sudan, and like we can go for Angola and all. But I wouldn't be coming alive after making the movie from such places. So I also have to take care of the artist's safety and the crew safety and all. And Uganda is a safe country, though people doesn't know about it.
Okay. So in the movie, can we see the reflections of your personal experiences in the country?
Definitely, because even the first scene which starts with this, what happened to me, somebody goes to Africa for the first time, the first thing is somebody will loot you, and that's how it starts, okay, and then you get used to it.
So it's not as safe as you said.
See, looting is a safe thing. They're not killing you, isn't it? If you look at the other African countries, like even for a shoes they can kill you. So Uganda is very difficult from there, because if I tell a very personal experience of mine, as I've landed in Uganda, I don't know anybody, I don't even know who is going to pick me up from the airport, okay, and that's how I ended up in Uganda. But that country has given me everything. Whatever you see as of now, as a career, as a person, as a matured person, they have taught me everything. So even in my speech in Uganda with the president, I've told him very clearly that from a 22-year-old youngster to a 35-year-old matured man, it's a gift of Uganda.
Okay.
So I went to Uganda for the first time, third day, all 22-year-old guys, what we must be doing. We went for partying, and we went to see source of the Nile. Nile River starts from Uganda. Yeah. So we want to see how a river starts from a lake. It's a very rare, thing. Okay. We were watching it, very happy, We slept for some time in the afternoon. Then what happened is, when you wake up, a lot of guys are around you. Okay. Hi guys, how are you? All well? Okay, give me all the money, all the mobile phones, and what all you have, give it to us. We were like, man, we are finished. So we've given everything to them. And then we took the car. While we were coming back, the same guys are again stopping us on the way. And this time, we said, you will not believe, they came to give us pineapple fruits.
Oh, I see.
That is Uganda.
Oh, wow. So we see snippets of this in the movie.
No, I'm saying, this is how the country is, Okay. Many people say the first portion of it. They never say the second part of it.
Okay.
So my movie, I don't want to make a wrong impression about the whole place and say, Uganda is a place which is not, you cannot go there, it's not a place. It's not like that. What I'm trying to say is, if you are in the wrong place at the wrong time, irrespective of the country, irrespective of the safety of the place, it's your fate. So that's what I'm trying to tell in the movie.
Okay. I believe this movie is based on a true life story. Is that true?
Yeah, that's a very clear line, because it's a true life story, because the true life is different and I put in a story into it. So it's based on an incident happened in 1986 in Uganda, which happened to an Indian family, but they're not Malayalis, they were from Gujarat. So it happened to them, and then being very open and frank with you, I have seen a movie called Anything for Her. You see, I'm a person who has always been passionate about movies, and I came into movies because I saw movies and I like movies. So now the people are like really worried to say I've copied from this movie. So this is not a copy of a movie. But when I saw this movie called Anything for Her, it really struck this particular incident which happened in Uganda, and then I did my own, kind of a change, and so I've come out with Escape from Uganda.
So you were inspired by the movie.
101%. See, there is not even a single movie maker who is not inspired. If anybody says that I am not inspired, he will become a writer, he'll become a painter, artist, but he'll never become a movie man, because movies are something you start from an inspiration. That's from where it starts, because movie is the only thing you can tell somebody else what you were dreaming last night.
Okay, but does that necessarily mean that it cannot be fully original, or it cannot be entirely unique?
A normal person like me, I'm not a very intellectual person, like I'm a very average kind of a person. So every average filmmaker will start from an inspiration. This is what I believe.